Shalom. I want to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rabakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming into another quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Lord willing, this lesson may be edifying. As you see the image on my screen, what I have up is the 12 stages of burnout. And this is what people are going through in the world. And I want to mainly focus on the men, all right? And let's focus down on the men of the Lord. So when we deal with the 12 stages of burnout, and we'll read it by the stage, it says stage 1, you feel there's a strong need to prove yourself. Stage 2, you keep working harder and harder to achieve this. Stage 3, you begin to neglect your own needs more. Stage 4, you are conflicted and blame others or the situation. Stage 5, you change your values to focus on work more. Stage 6, you deny problems that arise due to work stress. Stage 7, you withdraw from social life and your family as well. Stage 8, your behavior changes which upsets your loved ones. Stage 9, depersonalization happens. You do not feel like yourself. Stage 10, you feel empty and numb. Substance abuse can occur. Stage 11, you feel depressed, lost, and completely exhausted. Stage 12, you mentally and physically collapse. Full burnout. In this is the cycle that the average man goes through. You know what? I can even say both parties at this point because the world is through. The scriptures say in the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. This is where we're at. We're at the point of we are witnessing the people absolutely lose their mind. This is why you see all this madness going on throughout the earth, right? You never know when a person is just about when they had enough, when they just say they get the F it. This is why you see road rage incidents. People, a person might get cut off on the road, and that person that get cut off happens to follow this person to the next stoplight, right? Or wherever this person may be going to their destination, and just happen to get out the car and unalive them. Because people are just through, and that's a maniac behavior. But these are incidents that are occurring on the daily, and we are seeing these things progressing. As the elder out there in North Carolina, right, the elder Hawad, he does in the news prophecies, right, or in the news updates every day. And some of the incidents that you see that he bring out, it's like, what the fuck? He just brought a article yesterday of an older man unaliving someone about using I forget, what was it? It was over the washing machine. I guess they wanted to wash his clothes first. I don't know the whole situation, but that's what took place. And you would think a person in the right mind state would say, there's no way I'm that upset or I'm that irritated that I'm going to unalive someone about using a washing machine first, or just because they didn't take their laundry out on time and I'm ready to use it, I'm going to unalive them. A person with a right mind frame would never think of doing something like that. But now we're the state that the world is in. People are having the ethics and losing it behind the smallest things. Like I mentioned, road rage. A lot of people get unalived on a daily behind being cut off in traffic. All because this person, when they get to this destination, 5 or maybe even 10 minutes before they choose to, they rather unalive you because they're that mad that you cut them off in traffic. I mean, that's complete madness. But pretty much as I'm reading these stages, this is the state of this is the state of the people. You know? And we go and look, just because you see the men in the Lord, right? You know, we go to the highways and byways, we do our lessons, this and that. You know, a lot of you people out there think that, you know, we're not going through things. No, we're going through more things that you can possibly think of. We're going through more things than what you're going through. You know, we deal with the elements. We deal with the elements. You know, our bodies. You know, being attacked. You know, by different you know, symptoms. We be attacked. You know, on a physical and spiritual level. You know, being attacked in our sleep. Being attacked on our everyday life. You know, by all these different spirits around us. You know? But I will mention, in this walk in this faith of ours, we got to keep fighting. We can't just give up. No. You know? See, this is where our faith and hope kicks in. You know? And the trust that we have and believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that this is about to be over for us. You know? Eventually we're going to have that peace. You know, we're going to have that rest that we're waiting for. But in the meantime, between time, we got to fight. Even though we're in stage 1, even though you're in stage 1 or if you're even in stage 12, we got to continue to fight. Because really at this point, the only thing now I'll speak for myself, the only thing that's keeping me going is the faith, you know, in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. To be brutally honest. Because I'm ready. I'm at the point where it's just like, I'm ready for the kingdom, you know? But that's the spirit that the men of the Lord will be in, because Paul felt the same way. Let me get that, Salakia. Let's see, present in this world. Present. Just bear with me, because Apostle Paul spoke upon this. Needful for me. I can't think of it. Slocky, I can't find it, but you know, roughly paraphrasing, Apostle Paul said it. Apostle Paul spoke on how it was needful for him to still to be in the world, you know, and do the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But he wanted to be with the Lord. You know? Paul, just think about all the things that Paul went through, all the hell that he was catching. You know? Paul even mentioned it, how he was shipwrecked, you know, how he was bitten by a serpent, you know, how he was just being persecuted, all these different things. And the men of the Lord are going through the same thing too. You know? So from time to time, you know, the spirit jump on us where we like, man, the hell with this. I'm ready to, you know, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. But the Lord has a more needful purpose for us, you know, to do his will, to do his work. Because it ain't about us. Even though we might get in the flesh about it, get in our feelings about it, you know, and we, you know, we rather not want to deal with certain things. The Lord was like, look, This is what I got. This is what I'm putting you through for a reason. Deal with it. There's a bigger purpose in what I have in store for you, or what I have you doing, than what you think, even though you might be in your feelings. And we be in the flesh, so of course we be feeling like that, but this thing is not about us. As even as Yahweh Shah said, I am about my Father's business. Because that's what it comes down to. Now, what I had up on the screen was Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14. It says, "For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come." We seek one to come. That's where our vision lies at. We know America, Babylon the Great ain't the end all be all. Nah, this ain't it. And this is what Jake trusted. This is what Jake got hoping. They're hoping to build. They're hoping to establish a life here. Nah. See, we use the world without abusing the world, as Apostle Paul said. So since we're in a society, we live in a society, we're going to do, we're going to follow the rules and do certain things in a society, until it gets to that point where, E makes these decrees of trying to take the MOTB and all the other madness that he got going on, that he wants to implement. Anything that goes against Yahweh Shemel Shai, that's out. But other than that, yeah, we're going to stop at the red light. We're going to stop at the stop sign. We're going to be law-abiding citizens, so to speak. All right? But still getting back to the point, as it's mentioned in the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." This is not your rest, Israel. This is not our rest. And if you operating in the spirit, you could daily, you understand that this is not your rest. Even Solomon, when you go to the book of Ecclesiastes, it talks about, of much wisdom is much grief. So when you get into this truth, you start to learn how things really should be. How things should be, how things should be orderly operated under the standards of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But since this world is not operating in that fashion, and since it's operating in the fashion of Esau Edom, since it's operating in the fashion of wickedness, this shit is vexing. It's completely vexing. So when you look at the 12 stages of burnout, I guarantee you, every brother, can look at this 12 stage of burnout and say, you know what, this is where I'm at. And if there was more numbers, brothers might be like, yeah, I'm past stage 12. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Excuse my French. But that's how we feel. So, I mean, this was just I ain't really pull out too many scriptures. I kind of quote it as I'm doing a, quick lunch break lesson through the spirit. Because, I'm on a plantation, and I'm on a plantation and I'm just vexed, You working for little shekels. And these same little shekels, you got to give it all back to Esau. All of it. We're literally working for crumbs just to give it all back. That's vexing. That's vexing within itself. You know what I mean? This is crazy. But, we notice that these are things, or we know that these are things that we got to go through. But the point is, we got to overcome. Even though we're going through all this, we got to overcome. It talks about the righteous man falleth 7 times, but he get it back up, Yeah, you're going to fall in this walk. You're going to fall. Do you stay down? No, you get back up and you keep fighting, because this is a battle. This is why Paul said, I fight the good fight of faith, because it's a fight. It's a fight. It's going to continually be a fight. Okay? Till we put on them chariots, Lord willing, we of the hopeful elect, make it to that point. But until then, we're going to fight. The scriptures don't say this for no reason. He that endureth unto the end, the what? The same shall be saved. So we got to endure. We got to fight. Right? As they say in the world, it ain't over till the fat lady sings, right? No, it ain't over until we on those chariots and watching the downfall of our enemy and the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. Shalom.